you for this for the first workshop, right? And it's a wonderful that you guys have decided to go from here. And second thing is that for those people who are going to join for a 3 months, it will be a 3 month journey with them. Those who are those who are joining for Selenium with Java, those who will join complete automation with us, that will be a 5 month journey with you for this workshop. One thing, please keep in your mind, if you are joining this workshop, don't join just the sake of that you are going to learn automation. Please join with full passion, because our in Refer Me group, our intention is not to take money from you and finish the workshop as it is. Our intention is, and we will be more happy the day when you will switch your job in automation. We will be more happy, right? So, and believe me, whenever from our group, previous group, people come and say they have changed their job, they have taken 50%, 70% hike, we become more happy, right? In comparison to those people. So guys, come up with one attitude that you have to learn. These 3 months or 5 month journey will be a kind of a, I should say, dedication for you to us. Whatever the assignment, whatever the task has been given to you, please complete it on time. Guys, see again, if you are putting time on yourself, if you are putting money for yourself, please use it with honesty, right? Otherwise, same course you can find on YouTube as well. There is no need to spend a lot of money on this course, right? Go and please do it from there. But if you are coming with Refer Me group, I request you with both joining my hand that please come here to learn something, because it is our responsibility. If you are coming with us, so we have to change your career, right? So please come up with the attitude. Again, I am underlining that you have to learn automation. That's a very important. A reason why I'm focusing on this, because tomorrow, if you will get the job, you will refer us to other people. And we are just a startup. We are growing our name, and we don't want any bad impression for us that we have taken the money and we have not delivered what we have promised. Each and every recording will be shared to you. Ask as many questions. I'm openly saying, ask as many questions as you can. Drill down to Pradeep sir. Drill down to his knowledge. If you want to challenge him, give a challenge to him. But please learn. And second thing, I am added in your group any of the time, 24/7. I am saying, if you have any doubt with this workshop, if you're not getting the quality, you can call me, you can drop me a WhatsApp message, anything. Preference is a giving me a call, because I'm not much active on WhatsApp. So give me a call if you find any point of time the quality is not as per the promise, right? So randomly I will join this workshop on any of the day during 3 month or 5 month duration, and I can take a random feedback from you. So it is again Pradeep sir's responsibility, and I am sure, because this is 17th work. This is the 17th workshop we are going to start. So he has a very good reputation with all the participants who he has trained, in sense of respect, in sense of the knowledge. So I always got a good feedback. So I request you that please please give a honest feedback. If any of the area of improvement for us, we will improve that. Again, I am saying, even after 2 or 3 classes, if you believe you are not satisfied, we will refund your 100% amount. And this is recorded, guys. Right? There is nothing that we will take your money and we will not refund it. We will refund 100% amount. If even 3 classes you are saying you are not happy with our quality. Fine. So all the best to all of you, and let's start a new journey. Let's start a new beginning. Few people are here who have joined first class as a demo, right? So just attend this first class as a demo. If you have any doubt, ask from it. Tomorrow, we will continue with those people who have paid for the workshop. And tomorrow class will be a video call, because the first class we usually start from a video call, right? So tomorrow we will continue with the paid members only, paid participant, and tomorrow will be a video call. So all the best to all of you. Madhur, Abhishek, Deepak, Harshita, Manju, Murtaza, uh, Rashmi, and Yogita. Pradeep sir, over to you. Thank you so much. Pradeep sir, are you
Yeah.
there?
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Welcome all to this session. First of all, okay. So first of all, tell me who has joined this session first time. Means you have not joined the demo and you have joined first time. So who is there in this group?
Yeah, this is Deepak Jain.
Okay, Deepak Jain.
Yogita here.
Okay, Navit. Sorry, Navita.
Yogita.
Yogita. Okay, Yogita,
Yeah.
you have also. Okay, we have another Yogita also. So okay.
At
No,
this
no, no.
side, Mother Jain.
Yeah, Mother Jen. Okay. So first of all, the we will start the before starting the session because you have joined it today. So I think you have gone through with the you can say the syllabus part, the course part. You have already gone through.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So before starting, if you have any doubt, you can ask me regarding the course. Anything you want to ask. Okay. Do you have any question? No. Madhur,
no, no.
Yogita.
No, currently no.
Great. So now second thing, you have already gone through the first video of my previous batch. Anybody who has gone through?
Uh, no,
Okay. So today I will do one thing because Madhur and you can say Yogita, you have joined first time. So I'm doing one thing. I will start some basic with the you can say Java, and then I will start with the topic of class. Okay, what is class and object, so that you will get a glimpse of that what is class and object, and tomorrow I will make a setup related to the Java and Eclipse. Is it okay? Is it
Yes.
okay? ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, same. And one important thing, at any point of time, if you are feeling that I will start from the confusion part, then I will go to the mainly you can say Java part. At any point of time, if you are feeling that you are not getting, you can raise a concern right same time. Don't wait for the end of the session. If you have a problem, you can say, Pradeep, I'm not getting this, that why you are doing this thing or why you are using this concept in Java. Same time, trust me, when you will say that you are okay with that, then I will move to the next topic only. Okay, so it's your responsibility. My responsibility is that till the time you will not convince, I will not move to the further topic. Okay. Okay, so first of all, let me give you some basic idea about the Java. Okay, so I will give you basic idea, and reason is that first of all, maybe what happens that most of the time, especially in the testing domain, what happens, people really fear about that. Okay, I should learn Java, I can learn Java or not. So first of all, let me show you that how we should say that Java is easy to learn. Okay, first of all, okay, so before starting our some basic starting of our you can say of our session, I want to ask you, anybody of you want to tell, if whenever you start learning any language, I'm not talking about the Java, I'm talking about the in real world. For the example, when you try to learn a German language, what you learn in that language, tell me, anybody want to share?
Alphabets.
Very good. Right. So if we know that we can, because some people do not know about the German, some people do not know about the other language, but everybody know about the English language. So we'll take the example of English. So everybody will know. So now you can give me the best example that when anybody want to learn English, because today we know that English that we are, because we are using the daily English in our daily life. So we do not, maybe we are forget that how we should start learning the English language. So but anybody can tell you what will is the first thing you are going to tell to your kids to start learning the English? What will be the first thing? Tell me, what will be the first thing? Alphabets. Yes or no?
Yes.
Because the thing is, tell me, if you are learning the Hindi, if you are learning the Hindi, you will start from anybody who is from South and do not know the English? Anybody who do not know nothing in the English, he is not comfortable. Abhishek, Deepak, Harshita, Madhur, Manjunath, Murtaja, Samarth, Yogita. Anybody who do not know Hindi is not comfortable. Sometimes I use some words. So anybody who is not totally comfortable with English? Anybody?
I'm comfortable in English, not in Hindi.
No, I'm getting your point. I'm saying that, but you sometimes if I use the words, you understand that if I'm talking about that in Hindi, we have to use also something like that. E, kaka. So that is okay, or you are not still
Yeah,
comfortable?
that is okay.
Okay, okay, so that is okay. Okay, so here I'm giving the example. Whenever you are going to learn any language, actually you start from the alphabet. So in Hindi, when we start learning, we start with the alphabets of Hindi, like something like that, then ka khaga, something like that. So I will take the example of English. When we start learning the English language, we start from the alphabet. Like we say, we teach our kids like you should learn A, B, C, something like that. Yes or no? Right? So we first of all learn them that there are the alphabets which are start from A and then end for Z. So we tell them that when you start learning this thing, then I will come to the second level of learning of English. So first thing, now tell me, what can you remind after alphabet? What should be the topic after learning alphabets? When you start learning the alphabets and you're completed with the alphabet, what will be the next thing you will do?
Spellings.
Yes,
Wording.
exactly. When you learn about the alphabet, then you start telling your kids that, okay, using these words, you can create small words. We usually start with the APPLE. Yes or no? Everybody know that. We tell A for apple, then we say B for ball. So it means what is the process of learning any language? We actually focus on the alphabets part, then we jump to the words. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, maybe you are thinking that it is funny thing I'm telling you, but I will tell you why I'm telling you this thing, because these things actually going to tell you that Java is also same thing, but when you start learning the Java, you think from the different perspective. I will tell you, just try to think from the same perspective and your learning of Java will be easy. So first thing you have learned in your English alphabet, then you start learning words, and when you learn words, you start creating the sentences. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
But when you start learning the sentences, first thing that comes into your mind, that is you have to learn grammar. What is that? Grammar. Yes or no? Without grammar, can you learn that how to build a sentence? Yes or no?
Yes.
I will give you the example. I'm writing a sentence. Tell me, it is good or not? It is okay or not? I'm saying that good is Ram. Tell me, it is here. You can say good is a word. Good is a word in the dictionary. Yes or no?
Yes.
Is a word in the dictionary?
Yes.
Ram, you can consider it is also a word in the dictionary. You can consider, and this dot is also a thing in the dictionary. But tell me, it is a wrong sentence or it is a right sentence? Now tell me, how you come to know? If you are going to ask your kids who has only learned the alphabets, who has only learned the words, can your kid can tell me that whether it is right or wrong? He cannot tell. Yes or no? And why? The reason is that because he know about the alphabets, he know about the words, but he do not know how to use these words to create a meaningful sentence. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
And who is going? Now the thing is that why you are able to identify that this sentence is wrong? Actually, you don't know, but actually the dictionary of English is already available in your mind. Are you getting my point? Dictionary of English is already available in your mind. Grammar book is already available in your mind. That's why you're able to see, no. Actually, something is wrong. First of all, this word should come, then the helping should come, and then this should come, and this full stop. Yes or no? So who is telling you that this is a wrong sentence and the sequence should be something like that? Who is telling? Your mind. Yes or no? And why your mind is telling that? Because the grammar of English you already know. That is available in your mind. Second thing, you know about these words, that good is a correct word in English, is a correct word in English. So actually what is happening, whenever somebody want to learn any new language, so what should learn? You should learn the alphabets. You should learn the words, and then you should start learning the grammar of that language. Then you able to write the meaningful sentences. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my
Yes.
point? So in the same way, just
Yes.
think about that. I'm saying that this is a proper language. I'm writing something like this. I'm just saying that I have written this in a particular language. Tell me, can you tell me this is right or wrong? Can you tell, if I'm saying that I've written in a particular, you have to assume it that I have written in a particular language. So can you tell me this is a right sentence or wrong?
We can't assure that
Yes,
as we don't know.
yeah, you can't assure that. And reason is only that. Reason is that because you do not have any type of vocabulary in your mind about this language. You do not know anything about the grammar of this language. So how you will say that it is right or wrong? Are you getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes.
So now, why I'm telling you this thing, that now whenever you are going to learn Java also, so consider Java is also same time you have, in the same way you have to learn the Java as you learn any other language. Now what people do and what type of approach they start using to learning the Java, and then they say that, oh, Java is very, very tough. And trust me, what is that? You should, when you start learning Java and you go to the internet and just explore some YouTube, they simply say that, oh, first of all, what you do, just install Java in your machine, right? And then they say at the same time, you have to install the Eclipse or any such like tool or NetBeans, and you install the NetBeans and something like that, you install the NetBeans or you install the Eclipse, and then you, after installing, you click on that. Yes or no? Everybody tries this approach, yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody, trust me, I'm saying, I'm sure 99% people do this thing. Then when they want to start learning the Java, they simply download Java JDK, install it, double click, and they same time they install the Eclipse. And when the Eclipse is opened, simply they say that, okay, how we can create a class. So simply they do one thing, and that is the, you can say, first wrong step in your learning. What they do, simply say, YouTube says that file, new Java project. Yes or no? At any point of time, if I'm saying the wrong thing, you can interrupt me, Pradeep. No. I always try to learn in a different way. Maybe if you have not got a proper mentor for that. So you click on that, then you decide, I'm going to do, simply you say that you took your own name. Let me take the example of Deepak. Deepak project. Okay, we simply do. Okay, then we know that somebody told us, okay, do one thing, click on finish. Right? So our project, you will see it will create a project. We do not know actually what is project, but we have created a project, right? Trust me, even I can ask, I can bet on that. If I'll try to ask what is project in Java, when you create a project in Java using Eclipse, what is that? Trust me, nobody is going to give me the satisfactory answer. I'm not 100% sure because few persons are still there. Then what you do, simply you right click on this and say, in Java, I have to start learning the class, because class is the first topic. You simply say class. When you click a class, you just suggest some name for that. Everybody know that from the, you can say internet, you can choose any name. Okay, let me create my own class, Deepak, with the name of Deepak. Okay, now you know that somebody told you that for running your class, you have to click on this checkbox. Yes or no? Anybody tell me, anybody try this thing that you try to create a class here, but you have not checked on this checkbox? Anybody try this? Tell me. Anybody try to create a class without this checkbox? No, and you simply create it. Are you getting my point? You have created. Now you can see. Actually, you can see the starting part of Java is already done by the Eclipse, and you will never understand. You will never understand why you are getting a class. Okay, why this is important here, and why people say that when you start learning Java, do one thing. First of all, write a statement sys system.out.println and write it hello world. And it is very, very common thing. Hello world. Hello world means hello, welcome to the world of Java. You simply write this thing, and people say that right click on it and simply run as. Wow, we learned the Java. We start learning Java and we are successful. Hurrah. Why? Because we have printed a statement hello world. This is the 99% case. Tell me yes or no. Yes
Yes.
or no? So I trust me, I have taken around 1500 interviews in my career. Okay, maybe let me I forget to introduce myself, maybe because I thought that all the persons are from that you can say demo group. Myself Pradeep Nailwal, and I have a 13 plus of experience in the IT industry. Currently I'm working in an MNC company as a testing architect. Okay, so as a policy I cannot share my current company. Okay, but before this company I was the part of the Genpact Headstrong. Anybody heard the name of Genpact Headstrong?
Yes, Pradeep, I work with it.
So I was the part of that. Okay, so now you can, yeah, now you can say this session is as my I try to do this session to complete my passion. This is my passion to train peoples, to give them some understanding about the testing related technologies. Okay, so I'm connected with this passion from last 8 years, and this is my passion. That's why you can understand that I'm sitting at 8:30 p.m. in the night, and I've taken already 4 sessions from the morning. Okay, so this is myself. Now let me come back here. So now why I'm telling this thing that people try to learn is starting their learning in this way, and what they do, they simply create the class and they simply this thing. Now trust me, I will tell you a hot question I am going to ask you. If you learn your Java properly, can anybody tell me what is the reason this function is written in this way? This is a function actually. So anybody know the Java, just go and tell and just ask him that you know that what is the syntax of Java and why it is written in this way. Are you getting my question? And this is the hot question. This is the hot question of the Java, that you're starting of the Java. When you start running your program starts from the main function. But if somebody asks you that what is the definition of this main function, why it is written here in such a way, public is there, static is there, void is there, and main is there. Go and just search internet that this is the main question of the Microsoft and Oracle level. And you will say, oh, if it is a very you can say common question, why it is asked in the Microsoft or Oracle, the reason is that answer is so many, but how you are going to give a satisfactory answer for that, that is the main thing. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So why this is problem is there, because you start using the Eclipse from the day one. First of all, I will ask one question, and trust me, I also got the wrong answer for this. If Eclipse is not present in your system, suppose Java is JDK is there one thing, Eclipse is another thing. If Eclipse is not present in your system, can you write a Java code and run it? Yes or no? Anybody? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 And trust me, still you are thinking, you are taking time for that, because still you are thinking that, oh, really it is the wrong answer or it is the right answer. And trust me, Eclipse is just going to help you to make your development easy. Otherwise, you can write your code, you can run your code without Eclipse also. Okay, so I will show you what is the benefit of Eclipse. Anybody want to tell what is the benefit of Eclipse? Why we use the Eclipse? Or any tool like ID, like NetBeans. Why we use this tool?
There are suggestions for classes, methods.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. In simple words, you can say this is a software for us. For development, it is a software. So what is the meaning of software? That makes your life easy, right? So in Eclipse, there is one feature that is called intelligence. Eclipse has a intelligence for your development. So it is going to help you in so many and several ways. How? You will understand when you will see the traditional approach of your Java development. I will show you how do you do this. First of all, what happens? First of all, you have to install the Java. So how you will get the Java? How you will get the Java? You can get the Java from the internet. Yes or no?
yes.
Now again the question is that why I'm downloading the Java? Why I'm downloading? I'm saying download Java. I'm going with the specific version 8. Now the question is why I'm writing this download Java 8. Now for this answer, first of all, go to here. I told you that whenever you are going to learn any language, you should know the alphabets, you should know the words, you should know the sentence, and for forming the sentences, you should know the grammar. So tell me where you will get the book of Java grammar, where you will get the book of Java grammar, where it is written that this is the form of sentences, this is the, you can say, words are used, this is the, you can say, the meaning of this word is in this way, and where it is written that when you are forming a sentence, what is the rules of grammar, like how you should use the conjunction, how you use the preposition, how you use the different type of things. Like for example, in English, what is the meaning of this one? What is the meaning of dot in English? What is the meaning of
Sentence.
English? Stop.
End of sentence. Yeah.
Yeah, but in Java, you should understand when you are going to write any sentence, when you will understand that one sentence is completed in Java, semicolon. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So when you are not, and trust me, people are start learning that, oh, I will create a class, something. First of all, understand, whenever you are writing any sentence in Java, so you can write multiple sentences, but how you will tell Java that one sentence is completed? Semicolon. Getting my point? First thing.
Yeah.
Now, second thing, when you are going to write a, you can say particular lesson you are going to write. So how you divide your lesson in different parts with the help of paragraph. Yes or no? And what is the paragraph? Anybody can tell me what is the meaning of paragraph in English? Can I say that? A collection of sentences? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now tell me, if you are going to write Java also, it is also, now you understand, whenever you want to complete a sentence, you will use a semicolon. One sentence complete. How you are going to make a group of sentences? How you are going to make a group of sentences? As in grammar, you use the a special thing, and that is called these brackets. Are you getting my point? In Java, you will see whenever you are trying to make a group, how you are going to create a group with the help of this bracket. Whatever is written between these two brackets, that is forming a set of instructions, set of statements, or you can say statement is also known in Java. You can say in English it is called sentence, but in Java we use a sentence equal to a statement. Are you getting my point? So we should learn this thing, and then you will understand. Now I will show you how it is important. First of all, let me go to the grammar part. So now tell me, I am telling you that you have to learn those things, but where you will get all these things? In the book of Java grammar. Yes or no? So where is this grammar book? That should be available with you. Yes or no? Yes or no? So actually this JDK is nothing. JDK is same as just like a grammar book for you, because you are going to learn the Java. So you should have a grammar book that is going to help you in building your sentences, in building your paragraphs, and in building your lessons, in building the whole coding part. So we need Java for that. So that's why we should go we say download Java 8. Are you getting my point? So simply say download Java 8. There are different versions of Java. So I will suggest for the timing, you should go with Java 8. So click on Java download. Okay. Now you will go here. Here you will say Java 17 is still available. Okay. But I will suggest you should go with Java 8. Okay. Still you can say in the industry, people are using Java 8. So are you able to see this one? Java 8 is here. Yes or no? So what you have to do? Now, when you see Java 8, here you will say one is Linux, one is Mac OS, one is Solaris, and one is Windows. So according to your machine, you should select the tab. And in the tab, you have to go with your machine. Now, you know that your machines, every machine comes into two flavors, 32-bit and 64-bit. Okay, nowadays nobody is going to use 32-bit. That was the old one, but still few people are using. So if your machine is 64-bit or 32-bit, anybody know how you can get that it is a 64 or 32-bit? Yes or no? Anybody who do not know how to check where machine is 64-bit or 32-bit? Okay, everybody know. Great. If you do not know, you simply do one thing. You can search for your PC. Right click on your PC and simply say properties. Are you able to see this system type? Are you able to see this system type 64-bit? In your case, if your system is 60, instead of 32-bit, it will be written 32-bit operating system. And if your system is 32-bit operating system, you have to select this installer. Which one? Cross 86. And when your system is 64-bit, you have to go with this one. Is it okay? This is clear. I'm sure that 99% system currently will get 64-bit. So you have to download this exe. Simply click on it. Okay. Now here, what you have to do, you have to click on this one, and then you simply say download. When I click on this, you will see it is going to ask one question to everybody. What it is saying, can you tell me what is going to ask you? You have tried to download one thing. It is asking to create an account for you. Yes or no? It doesn't mean it is a paid one. What is happening? Actually, you know that Java is actually the product of a company that is Sun Microsystem. Anybody know? Actually, initially it was developed by a company that was Sun Microsystem. Now, who has taken this language? Who has acquired the Java? Who has acquired?
Oracle.
Oracle. So now it doesn't mean that Oracle made it public. That's why they are asking for the credential. Actually, the thing is that still Java is free, but the thing is that Oracle is interested to know that how many users are using the Java in the industry. So they only want to track a number of things so that they can, whatever, I don't know what is their business thing, but they want to track that how many persons are using that. And what is the easy way? Whenever you are using it, you are using your credentials. So you have to simply do one thing. If you have already created account for that, you can sign in, and then simply your download will be started. And if you have doing it first time, you have to create an account for that. And it is very simple. It is free. Don't worry about that. Create account, and here I have to give all the details here. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Yes or no? So you have to enter all the things. When you enter all the things, it will create an account for you. And when it will create an account for you, in that case, when you click on this, it will ask for the login and you can download it. That is clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So actually the thing is that I'm not going to waste time on the things like you are going to install something. Why I'm telling you? I'm not telling you that, oh, you should install in this way. Try to install, because you know that we are testers, but still we can download and install some software. So what happens when you download it? In that case, there will be a exe file, right? So the exe file we downloaded, something like that, something like that. Let me show you. It will download a exe file. So tell me, anybody who has already downloaded the Java? Anybody? Downloaded and installed the Java? Anybody is here? Nobody installed the Java? Very good. Okay, I have not keep the exe file. Oh, let me check. If I have not keep the exe file, maybe I've cleaned it. Okay, let me go here. Don't worry about that. Okay. So what you will do, when you click on that, when you make a login, it will download a exe file. This one. Is it okay? Are you getting my point? It will download a exe file. So can you do one thing? Can you double click on it exe file and simply click next, 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 next? Can you do it? Yes or no? Anybody who cannot do it, simply click on exe file and say next, next, next. Is it okay? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
And when you click on it, if still you are not able to do it, simply do one thing. Just post a message on the WhatsApp, Pradeep. I download the exe file, created account, download the exe. When I click on double click, next, next, I'm getting some error. Trust me, you are not going to get any error, but still you face any error, you can tell me. Now the thing is that when it will be stored properly, next, 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 you will see that in your C program files, this is the place, C program files, there will be a folder Java, and you will see two folders are there. And when you are able to see these two folders in your machine, you can say that Java is stored in your machine. And you can check one thing. If you, before downloading, you can also check these two folders are available in your machine or not. If these two folders, both the folders are available in your machine, you can say Java is already installed. But my recommendation is that please install Java 1.8. Are you getting my point? Anybody have any doubt? Everybody can do this thing on your system, yes or no?
Yes, yes. This JRE will come along with the JDK, right? When we download the JDK.
Yes, when you download this
Okay.
thing, you will see both the things are there. I will tell you what do you mean by JDK and what do you mean by JRE. Okay,
Okay.
so now actually what happens that JDK is called Java Development Kit and JRE is called Java Runtime Environment. Now, first time I will tell you the difference. Now, tell me one thing. JDK means it is saying that it is a development kit of Java, means whenever you are trying to develop some code, and JRE is that when you have already a code written in Java, you only want to run it. In that case, you need JRE. So sometime you will see when you try to check this folder, program files Java in your machine, you will see JRE is already there, but JDK is not there. Are you getting my point? Sometime you will see. And what will be the reason? Can anyone tell me what will be the reason? That you have not installed any Java thing, but JRE is there already, JDK is not there. Anybody can tell me? No?
Yes, JRE is there by default because the default applications which are designed in Java to be run. So
Clapping
that's why
for
we need a
you.
JRE.
Yes, clapping for you. In simple words, you can say that suppose you are not developing any code, but any software in your machine, maybe they are using Java thing. So JRE should be there. So that's why when you download and install any software which is using the Java library, in that case, JRE is important for that. So you will see JRE is already installed there, right? Now, when you try to develop any code, you need JDK also. You got my difference? When you want to develop any code, you need JDK. But now tell me, if you are developing your code, definitely you will test it one time by running, yes or no? Yes or no? When you are developing or writing a code in Java, okay, you are a developer, but when you are developing, definitely you are going to run it at least once to test whether it is working fine or not. Yes or no? So it means if you are a developer, if you are developing the code, you need JDK and JRE both. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
And here you will see very interesting thing that is taken care by Java, that whenever anybody interested to only run the program, you need JRE, but when you want to develop the code as well as, you only need JDK. And answer is that because a copy of JRE is already available within JDK. Are you able to see this one, JRE?
Yes.
So one copy of JRE is already available in JDK. That's why sometimes people say that if you have a JDK, you don't have any JRE parallel to it. That is okay. Don't worry about that. But if you have only JRE, it is not enough for you, because first of all, you will develop a code, then you run. So you got the difference, that if you have JDK, it means you have both the things. But if you have JRE, you have only one thing. That is clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
Chaliye.
Yes.
So now this is one small question of the interview, that what is JDK and what is JRE. So you can define that JDK, the purpose of JDK, when you want to develop a code in Java and then you want to run it, you need a the complete kit, that is called JDK. Now after that, when you have installed it, what you have to do? Now the thing is that you installed Java in your system. You can say grammar libraries are there. You want to see where they are? Simply click on JDK. I will show you. Are you able to see this bin is there? Yes or no? Are you able to see this bin? What do you mean by bin? Bin means binary. So your few libraries are here and few libraries are available in the lib one. Are you able to see? What do you mean by, what is the meaning of lib? Lib is a short form which is used in technical things like library. What is the meaning of library? Where it is stored its own, you can say, utility things. Are you getting my point? So where it is stored the libraries in the lib folder, as well as few libraries is stored in the binary. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Chaliye. Now I'm going to tell you कि whenever you have a JDK and you are going to develop a code. So now you don't need, in the starting, in the traditional approach, what people do when there was no something like Eclipse, Netbeans was not there, how people that develop the code. Okay, so let me tell you how people do. They simply do one thing. They open a notepad like I'm doing. Okay, I will open a notepad. Okay, they simply open a notepad. This was the process. They open a notepad, and after that, what they do? They write some code here. I'm going to write a code. Just see, PUBLIC, right? Public I'm going to write a class. I'm going to write a code, something like that. I can take any example. Let me take an example. Let me take very unique example. SHIVA, Lord Shiva. I'm just keep taking a name of the class, public class Lord Shiva. Then I write this thing, right? And you will see when I'm writing a code for curly braces, I'm writing when I'm putting enter, it is not automatically doing anything for me. I have to write each and every word, each and every alphabet. I have to write here. So I've written this code. Now just see what will happen. Then I'm going to write something PUBLICSTATIC, and then I'm writing void MAIN, and then I'm going to write here STRING, and here I'm going to write ARGs. So you are able to see I'm trying to write the code. I'm able to write, but I'm not getting any type of help. Like if I'm doing any mistake, are you able to see that Notepad is helping me in identifying this, identifying that I'm using some wrong word of Java? Is Notepad is doing for me? Yes or no?
No.
No.
And first thing, how Notepad will do for you? First of all thing, Notepad. Whenever you are writing in the Notepad, actually for Notepad, everything is a string. You know that. What is the purpose of Notepad? To write some simple text. That's why it is called Notepad, right? So how it is going to consider that really you want to write some code that is related to the Java, because whatever you write in it, that will be considered as a simple text. So how you will tell your just file that I'm trying to write a Java code? You simply do one thing: file, save as. Tell me.
.java.
Yes, you try to do this thing, and you use a concept something like this. What name you have given for Lord Shiva, same thing you have to use for your save as. And now again, anybody can tell me why we use this thing, why this rule is given by Java, that what is the name of the class you have used in your Java file? That name you should keep for your Java file name. So this name, the name of the Java file and the name of the class which is written in here, that should be same. Anybody know the reason for that? No. Okay, so we have written this code. Still you can see I have written the code. Now what the content of this file will be considered as a Java code? Yes or no? You can see the color is also changed. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now the thing is that we have written a code in the Notepad. We save it .java. We have written some Java code here, but who is going to tell me? Who is going to tell me that I have used the right code of Java? I have used the proper syntax of Java. I have used the proper grammar of Java. Who is going to tell me when I will try to relate, when I will try to check it with the library of Java? Yes or no? Yes or no? You are getting my point?
Yes.
Now the
Yeah.
question is that where is that library? I already told you, in your Java, in the bin, there is a proper, you can say there are a collection of so many libraries and commands are there, and one command that is going to check the Java code in your file, that whether it is a right code or it is a wrong code, and that is Java c.exe. Are you able to see this one? Java c.exe. So we have to use this command, this library. This command is going to verify that whatever code you have written in your .java file, that is true or not. So now you can see you have already completed two steps. One, open a Notepad, you have write your code, then you have to save it .java, and every time you have to do it whenever you are getting a Java file. Now you have to check whether whatever code you are writing, that is okay or not. So for that purpose, you have to check with this command. Now tell me how you are going to check this command, how you are going to run this command to check your that Java file. Simply do one thing: you have to run this command, and when any software is not available, only one thing is going to help you, and that is called command prompt. Command prompt is actually, people usually say that, oh, command prompt is used to run some Java file maybe. No, command prompt is something like, what is indirectly command prompt? You know that you are calling it command prompt, but in the olden time it was properly called DOS. What was the DOS?
Yeah.
DOS was
Disk
the
operating
old
system.
DOS was the actually operating system when there was no Windows concept. You always operate your system with the help of black screen, and that was called DOS. Nowadays, what is happening there is still Windows is developed. Windows operating system is developed, but still what is working behind the scene? That DOS. So they have given you a command, they have given you a small window in the form of DOS that still you want to use the DOS, you can use it. What is the benefit? Tell me. One benefit I tell you. If you have a 10 GB file in your system and do one thing, right click on that file and delete. What it will do? Trust me, it is going to take a time of 5 to 10 minutes. Yes or no? Yes or no? Because it will start from processing. But do one thing. Simply do one thing. My suggestion. Open command prompt, something like that. Let me open for you. Just open command prompt in this way. CMD. Right click. Run as administrator so that we will not get any access related issue. Aapne, you have opened this. Aapko kya karna hai? Simply go to this path. Simply go to this path. Okay. Go to CD and this one. Okay. Now you are already in this path. Trust me. Just write a command. Remove RM and just give the name of file. It will remove within seconds. Yes or no? Anybody know?
Yes.
Because reason is that you are working on a Windows operating system, but you are directly first of all connecting with the DOS. When you run a command, something like that, right click and delete, actually triggers the same thing which you are triggering from command prompt. So tell me, who is going to be fast? Your command
prompt.
So this is the thing you should understand, and trust me, this is going to help you. So now in the olden times, what happens? Whenever you develop a code, everything you do it from there. So when you have not any software, don't worry about that. You have a command prompt, you can do one thing. Where is your library available? In the bin, where you will get the command. So currently, what is the location of my directory in my command prompt? Bin 1. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes,
So
yes.
it means I can easily access the command Java C. Now the question is that we got the command because my command is available in the bin directory. That is okay. But tell me, where is my Java file is there? Where I developed it? I developed on my desktop. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
So now the command and the file should be in the same location. So you have two options. First of all, either you can do just give the path of this file. Okay. And other thing I can tell you, simply copy this file from here and paste in the same bin directory. That is the easy one. Yes or no? That is the easy one. You put it both the things you have put in the same location. I put it. Now just do. It is easy for me. I simply run the command Java C and Lord Java. So this is the, you can say, actually you can say in the development in the previous time it was 4th or 5th step. You open a notepad, you write the code, right? You save it .java file. Then you have try to make an environment like your Java things, your Java library command, and your file should be at the same place. You have to do it how. Then you run Java C and then you say the name of your file was Lord Siva. Yes or no? And then you write this code. So what this command is going to do, this is called Java C. It is called Java compiler. People, we use the technical term Java compiler. Actually, Java compiler means it compiles the code. Compiles means actually indirectly I told you, it is checking that whether you have used a proper grammar of your Java in your file or not. It is going to simply check this. And this thing is in Java is known as compiler. So now tell me, when it run it, actually what is doing? It is trying to check the grammar. It is telling you class name Lord Shiva are only expected if annotation processing is explicitly requested. Trust me, you got any error, you got the error message. Are you getting what type of error it is showing you? Can anybody tell me the name? What type of error it is? Are you getting any information from this error? Anybody? किसी को पता चल रहा है कि error आई क्या? I know that error is there, but anybody can tell me. It is telling you what type of error is there?
No.
Syntax. Is it syntax?
Okay, I got the syntax is error. That is enough. But what type of syntax? It is telling that you have written the wrong spell for the class. You have wrong the spell for Lord Shiva. Someday it is telling anything to you, but it's simply saying that, oh, there is some error. Try to resolve it. Yes or no?
Yes.
So now what is the problem at that time? Aapko at that time, your Java should be good. If your Java should not be good, again you will come here. Oh, what I have done mistake. Maybe I have made any typo mistake. You will start learning public. Oh, class is missing here. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
So because nobody at the time of developing the code is helping you, so you have written this thing. Okay, now you will see one thing is also that, again, tell me if I'm doing some other mistake. I will tell you I'm doing some other mistake, but if I will try to repeat this thing, I will make some change, go to again, going to copy my code to the bin directory, compile it again, error come. So it will take time. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
It means, trust me, still I have not started developing my code. I want to write a code to print system.out.println hello, but still I'm struggling with the basic structure of the class. मुझे class का ही basic structure नहीं पता चल पा रहा है कि कैसे बनाए. So here you will say first mistake is this one. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Second
Yes.
mistake, void is not there.
Void.
So who is telling you? Because you know the library of Java in your mind. That's why, trust me, who is learning this first time can tell this thing? No.
No.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
No.
चलिए, तो मैंने, I'm not going to take so much time, just telling you that if you do not know, you open a notepad, you write a code.java, save it, you compile it. Again, you are trying to struggling with to resolve the basic syntax. It is wasting your time. Okay, now again, what I will do, I save it, I simply go again. I will copy this code, yes or no, to the bin directory because I updated here.
Yes.
Let me copy, let me go to here and paste it here.
I have one question.
Yeah, please
This
tell me.
actually, this if you don't download the Java, JRE is there by default. Okay.
Right,
So the compiler is only a part of JDK, right? It doesn't come with the JRE.
right,
Correct.
yeah, right.
The libraries, etc. The JRE doesn't have all this. Correct. It will directly run the code. That's it, and you the output.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so here you will see one thing. I've not told one thing. I will tell you one step by one what happens. Now the thing is that when you have, now you resolve this thing, you have copied the code. Let me run the code again. Still it is giving the same thing. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
It means
Yes.
still there is some problem. Just go and check. Class name is, I have written right, Lord, Lord, SHI. It's still saying that class names Lord Shiva are only accepted if annotation processing explicitly requested. Still you have to struggle. Oh, what is the problem? You will again go here and you will see. Again, you open this file. Okay, I forget. I have copied this code to the bin directory. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so again you have to check struggle here. Public class Lord Shiva, and then you have to write public this one, that is okay. Public static void main, and here you are writing string args. This is the bracket. Okay, you have to check this thing. So you will do one thing again. Everything I think it is public class Lord Shiva. This is public public stat static void main. So let me again save it. Okay, let me again copy it. So let me copy this code. I have copied this code, copy, and let me paste it here. So you can see I'm doing it here. Replace the file in the destination. Continue. Yes. Okay, now let me run again command this one. Oh, still what is doing class name? Lord
Actually, I'm not passing any arguments. That's why the code is doing.
No, it is not mandatory. Why you are not? Because it is not. Lord Shiva are only accepted if annotation. No. I don't think so. I'm doing any mistake here. Let me check. No. If I take the example here, public class is there. You can say public class here. I've given the non Lord Shiva. It is this one. Here static void main is there. This one is also here. String args. Here brackets there. Two brackets are there. No. One bracket is there.
So these brackets should be with the ARGS.
So ARGs are already here.
No, after that we have to put the brackets, I guess. A string, then ARGS, then these brackets. And instead of placing these brackets with a string, this must be with ARGS, I guess. Isn't
No.
it?
That is also you are giving it here or you are giving it after here. Both have the same meaning. Okay. Let me check if it is giving here. So. Public static, maybe public is there. No. Okay, I'm facing this problem with this one, or because this is
Do we have
uh,
to write Lord Shiva Java when we write Java C?
no, that is here. Let's see, let me check if I'm doing something
In
here
CMD.
in CMD. Let me check. I'm doing something right. Java C. Oh, sorry. I forget
Lord
it.
Shiva Java.
Yes, I forget. I have to write complete thing. Java C, and here you have to guide the complete name with the class. Let me do. That's why I'm saying that, but I'm doing something. So here, Java C, and you have to give the name of complete file. That is, oh, sorry. Lord Siva dot Java is also compulsory. Okay, now you run. Okay, now still you have seen that it means whenever you are running, you are facing so many problems, like you are so many hurdles. Now think about that. If anybody is not if anybody is learning Java from the first day, what challenges he will do if he will work in this way, right? And now when it will be compiled, your code is completed, your code is checked with here, what it will do in behind the scene, it will create a file for you that is called Lord Siva dot class. Are you able to see this one? It will create a file Lord Siva dot class for you. Are you able to see this one?
Yes.
Okay. Now
Yes.
the thing is that when this class is generated, actually whenever you run your Java, you do not run your Java class, you run your dot class file. That's why I've told you, if somebody says that when you have a dot class file, you don't need to, you are only running the thing, you are only running the class. For developing a code in Java, first of all, you create a file .java. When you convert this file in the byte code, or you can say binary, that can be run by Java, that is dot class file. So if you are only running the file, you don't need this Java C command, right? You only need one command to run it, that is called Java, and simply give the name of your class. What is the name of your class? Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva.
And here this time you don't need to give the dot class. The reason is that by default it understands that you are running this class. It is run, yes or no? You are not able to see anything here because the reason is that you have not written any code here. If any code is written here, something like that, system.out.println, system.out. Now tell me one thing, if I'm writing this code also, maybe I can do any typo mistake, yes or no?
Yeah.
I'm writing out system.out, maybe I can do a typo mistake. So let me write Lord Siva. So this can also be a challenge. So I'm doing it here again. Let me go. I have saved it. Let me go again, do the same thing. I will copy from here. I will go and paste in my folder. Replace the file. And now again. Now whenever making any change, again we have to check. Yes or no? Whenever we are making any change, again we have to check whether the code which I have entered now, maybe it has some error of syntax. Yes or no? So again we have to make a practice of this one. Yes or no? So again you have to
Yes.
compile it. Now again, if it is satisfied that it is running fine, then you have to run Java and try to run it command, that is lord. Okay. What is that? This one. So now you will see this time will run. You have seen the output Lord Siva is printed, yes or no?
Yes.
Now just you can think about that. Just printing a line of code Lord Siva, how much effort I have done. But now the thing is that if you will see, especially I have written a code according to my logic, that is only system.out.println of Lord Siva. Rest of the things which are standard. Every time whenever you are going to create a Java file, you will open a notepad, you will write the code, you will save as Java, then you have to compile it, then you have to run. These are the common steps, yes or no?
Yes.
Now just see, if you have Eclipse, what you have done here. Actually, it saves a lot of efforts here. How? Right click on your Eclipse in your any folder, say class. Here you will see lots of the things are done by Java. First thing done. Here you will say, I'm giving the name Lord Siva. First of all, you will see nobody has interrupted you when you was creating a file there. But here you can see, are you able to see this one? What it is saying that? Can anybody read this alert for me? Can anybody read?
The use of default package is discouraged. It means it's not recommended to use the default.
Yes.
So we
So
need to
now
give
the
a package the path.
yes. So now you will see it is showing you this thing, but it is not interrupting you. Still, you can do one thing. You can click on this finish button and it will create a class for you. Yes or no? So now the question is that whenever you are able to see this one, this is called alert and one is called error. Anybody tell me what is the difference between alert and error?
You can continue ahead with the alert, but with the error, you cannot continue.
Exactly, clapping for you. Alert is something that is prompting a message for you, but it's your decision that you want to proceed or not. That is called alert. Error is something like that. It will show you prompt, but same time it will not allow to proceed. Yes or no? I can give you the very funny example. Suppose you are going anywhere and you see a road and there is some alert that work in progress. Okay, they have just put a board at the side of the road that work in progress, but the road is still open. It's your choice. If you are very adventurous, you will still continue on that road. Yes or no? So that is called alert. They have give you prompt, but still it's your decision that you want to proceed or not. Getting my point?
Yes.
And now what is alert? If you are going to same road and what is happened, the alert is there also, but at the same time they have blocked the road, total road they have blocked with the help of some barrier, something like that. So you can see the error, but you are not able to proceed also. Yes or no? Yes or no? So this is called error, and you simply understand, oh, Pradeep is telling this thing, and yeah, it is not so much important. You will see when you are going to develop your code, this is the main thing you will face. Okay, so here you will see one benefit is that you simply right click, just give the name of your class. Some suggestion is also giving you that you should not create this file in the default package. What is package? I will tell you. Again, you will see you want to create a main method. You don't need to write to that code. You don't need to write that code manually. Simply click on this checkbox. Yes or no? And simply click on finish. So tell me, your development is easy. Yes or no? At least basic structure is created by Eclipse for you. So it saves your time. Yes or no? First thing.
Yes.
चलिए second thing देखते हैं. Now in the public static environment, you want to write as a code. आप वहाँ पे what you are doing to do, you have to write a code system.out.println. Now you will see one thing. Maybe few person know, but maybe few person do not know. If you want to write a complete statement, system.out.println. Eclipse provide you shortcut SYSO control space. It return the control statement for you. Yes or no?
Yes.
So you can see how it is good for you. Hello world. Hello world, whatever you want to print. Now simply do one thing. Tell me, after writing the code, you have to compile it. Yes or no? So that it will check the syntax for you. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
But don't worry, it is already doing for you. That's why in Eclipse it is called auto compilation. You will see whenever you are writing any line of code, automatically it is compiling the code. It is checking the code. You want to see? Just do one thing. I'm going to write some code and see what is saying. strng. Okay, I'm writing this code. I'm trying to write R, or you can say A, and simply say this one. Simply, I'm going to do this. You will see I have trying to create some string, some word. I have tried to write it here. Just tell me, it is giving you red one. Yes or no? Red one, yes or no?
Yes.
And you will see till the time this error will be not gone, you will not able to compile your code. Okay, you will not able to compile your code to convert it into the dot class. You want to see that? Just see. Whenever you are writing, let me cut it here. Control X and Control S. You will see all code is right. Compilation is already done behind the scene. You want to see where it is generated the dot class? Go to your debug project, properties, and here go to this location. This is the location of your project. Go to there. Deepak project, you will see in the SRC, you always try to create a Java file, and by default, it automatically generates a dot class file in this one. Are you able to see this one? Tell me, what is the time of this file? 9:41. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
And go and change some code here. Change some code, something like that. I'm changing this code. I'm saying Control S. Control S, I've done this. Control S. Go and check the time of that. What is the time here?
42. 9:42.
Okay. Okay. Now again, do one thing. Again, do some changes here. I'm doing some changes here. I'm saving it again. Go and check the time. What is the time there? What is the time? 9:42. Yes or no?
Yes.
Because the reason is that it is trying to compile, but your compilation is not completed. So it will not generate the file. It will not update the old file. Now just do one thing. It is helping you. How it is saying that you are trying to write some word here, something like that. So you can see here, it is giving you some prompt here that you are trying to write something like this. Maybe you want to write strng, create a class, change to string. So it is giving some suggestion. So when you got maybe you are trying to write some data type, something like that. So you will click on that. How you will click on that? You will simply click on this one. So now your error is resolved. Now save it. Yes or no? So it is giving you suggestions also. It is an intelligence feature. When you compile, when you have identified the error, you have updated it. You have done nothing, but you will see. Now tell me, go and check. What is the time of this file now? 43. Yes or no?
Yes.
So whenever you are writing a code and your code is error free, automatically it generates a file. Third thing, here we have to give a command Java and the name of the class to run your file. And here what they do is simply say, don't need to do this. Right click on your file, simply right click and run as Java application. Getting my point? And you run it, you got the output. Tell me, here Java application, it means this run as Java application is actually behind the scene triggering the same function. What is that? What is that? Java and name of your class. Yes or no?
Yes.
So actually the use of Java is so that you can write a code without wasting a time. Your all the standard process of your Java development that should be completed with the help of Eclipse. You can save the time. You have to only focus in the actual logic part. You don't have to think, okay, I have to open a file, then save it, everything. You have simply click on an icon, click on an option, new class, and already you will see whatever you are giving the name of the class, same you are saving here with the name of file, the name of the file and the name of the class, that is same. Yes or no?
Yes.
Chaliye, अब आपको एक चीज I'm going to show you. If I'm using the name shfy, now you are able to see error.
Yeah.
Tell me if you are doing this error from the console, from the command prompt, it is not going to tell you at the time of development, but here it is telling you the clear error and also giving the in a meaningful manner. It is saying that the public type Lord Shiva must be defined in its own file. इसने बोला, it is saying that if you are creating a class in your file, then the name of the file should be same as the name of the class. Yes or no? So
Yes.
indirectly, I want to tell you this thing, that so many things you can do at the time of development from the old tradition, okay, from any other way. But here it is helping you. Your Java development is rapid. Your code is error free. You have to only focus on the main logic part. You don't have to focus that, oh, I'm using the right syntax or wrong syntax, because whenever you are trying to use a right syntax, same time it will suggest you have done the error related to the class. Here, let me do, I'm using the wrong spell. Just tell me, it is telling you there is some error, something like that. It is simply saying that you should use class. Yes or no? It is saying that
Yes.
syntax error on token classes. So actually, in short, I don't want to waste on time. This simply the thing is that with the Eclipse, what you are doing, trying to achieve, you are actually make your development rapid, error free. That's why the category of this software is called IDE. Then you understand what is the meaning of IDE. What is meaning of IDE? Integrated development environment. Now you will understand that why people say that Eclipse is a IDE, NetBeans is a IDE, IntelliJ is a IDE. Reason is that these softwares are going to help us in developing, in creating the environment for our development. It will create the environment so that we can write our code easily. Right? I can give you the funny example. In your house, if I will say that you have to pray the God, right? You have to pray the God in a proper way. So aapko, what you have to do? You will just search some God idol in your house. Then you will then you will find some, what you will find? You will find some, you try to find some plate, then you litter, what you will say, diya, whatever you will say, then you use some, you can say books, right? To, to, to pray the God. Are you getting my point? But tell me, if you want to only focus on the prayer of the God, you can get a ready environment for that. And what is the environment for that in this world? What we call it? Anybody can tell me? Who gives us a ready environment to pray the God? Temple. Yes or no? You go to the temple and collect the things, or you simply go to the temple and start praying the God? Yes or no? So idea is something like that, that is going to create an environment for you. You simply go and focus on your main task. So whenever you want to pray the God, simply go to the temple. You don't need to arrange anything. Simply go and start doing the prayer. Are you getting my point? What is the use of ID? So you can use any ID. You can use Eclipse, you can use NetBeans, you can use IntelliJ. Now, again, the thing is that every ID is going to give you a specific environment for you, for your development. So again, there is a competition. Which ID is giving you more feature, more help, that will be more popular. Yes or no? Getting my point? So in this case, Eclipse is actually very, very popular. Reason is that it is easy to use. Second thing is it is easy to plug in, play. Plug in play means if you want to use it for other type of development like Python, like Ruby, you can use it. So it is very, very flexible. It is very, very popular. Getting my point? This is clear? It is
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
Very. Now you will see whenever I was creating a class, something like that, why it was giving you alert that class and you are trying to write some name. Suppose I've given a name student. Why it was saying that this use of default package is decreased. Okay, so again, the thing is that I always try to proceed one by one. There is one problem, I will give you the solution, I will give you the topic, and the same way we will proceed in this journey. Okay, so now let me tell you. It is saying that the use of default package is discrete. Now the thing is that people say, what is package? Can anybody define what is package in this Java? Anybody? If you know that, if you do not know, I'll tell you. What is package in Java? Anybody know?
Collection of all Java class or methods, all the files, basically.
Yes, actually. Now, why it is saying that default package is discrete? I can give you the very, very good example and you will tell me. Actually, the thing is that if I will say that I will send you to a particular room and the room contains 1 lakh books. Are you getting my point? I have a room which contains 1 lakh books are there and they are distributed here and there. I will tell you out of this 1 lakh books, can you easily find a book of a Shakespeare? Can you find it easily? Yes or no? Yes or no? No.
No.
But if I will say
No.
that, if you are using the structure of a library in your house for that room, then you can find it easily. Yes or no?
Yes.
Because in
Yes.
the library, what is the concept they use? They simply try to segregate, they simply try to divide the whole place in different parts. Like they say that when you enter to the library, then they have a separate section for Hindi, then have a separate section for English, and within English also they have a separate section for poetry, then they have literature, then they have entertainment. In the same category goes under Hindi. So if I will say, can I get a book of Shakespeare? Oh, the librarian will say, oh, Shakespeare means, first of all, my segregation is 50% divided. I have to directly go to the English part. I don't need to go to the Hindi part. You are easy. Your finding is easy. Yes or no?
Yes.
So
Yes.
same thing. So same thing. What happens in Java? Package is you can say standard way, so that whenever, just think about that. Currently you are creating 1 Java file, 2 Java file, but when you are going to create 100 or 200 Java files in your project, so what you will do? Every file you are going to keep under one folder, so it will very tough to maintain it. Any point of time, if I will say, can you give me a file that is related to a particular module, you will say, I have to search the 100 files. Yes or no? Instead of that, I can do one thing. You can create different folders for that according to your logical distribution. Are you getting my point? I can give you an example so that you can understand. Let me try to relate with your movies thing. if I will say I will give you 1,000 movies, right? You have to store 1,000 movies in your system, and usually we do it at the time of college, right? So I will give you 1,000 movies. Trust me, nobody at that time know the Java concept, but they simply do one thing. Instead of creating a movies folder, they create a folder something like movies. Under movies, they create Hollywood and Bollywood. Yes or no? Tell me. Yes or no? This is fact or not?
Yeah.
Reason is that you know that when our external exam will be completed, I have to simply at the last exam, at the end of the last exam, I will simply go to my room. I will also belong to the hostel life. So I will simply go to my room and just open my system and will start seeing some movie related to the Tom Cruise. So at that time, oh, it is very tough to find 1,000 movies. It is very tough to find a particular movie of a Tom Cruise under 1,000 movies in the movies folder. So what we do the thing at the time of whenever we got any movie, we do one thing: movies folder, then created two subfolders, Hollywood, Bollywood. Under Hollywood or Bollywood, again we have make a category subfolders like action, drama, romantic. Same we will do for Bollywood, and we'll simply put that particular movie of Tom Cruise where under the which folder? Tell me which folder Tom Cruise movie will go.
Action.
Action. Under the, and you have again action, but which hierarchy? Hollywood and Bollywood. Yes or no? So actually, what happens? You have actually tried to store your movies, 1,000 movies, but you have distributed in such a way at a point of time you want to find a particular movie. Instead of searching the 1,000 movie, your searching will be fast. Yes or no? Okay. So here, what is package? Package is also doing the same thing. You will see, I'm going to do this thing. If I will assume that movies is the domain which I'm going to use for my development, for example, that movies is something like that. So I have to manage movies. Our Java file is just, you can assume that they are using the name of different movies, and we have to store it. So we are going to use that Java file in which manner? First of all, I will create new package and will say movies dot Hollywood. Yes or no? Are you getting my point? I've created a package. So now people say that package is, what is package in Java? Trust me, package is nothing in Java. Package is just like a hierarchy of folders. I can prove it. Simply click on movies.folder. Finish. Now go and check your same project folder where I have shown you previously. Go to here. Go to this Deepak project. Are you able to see this Deepak project? Go and check here. Are you able to see SRC? When SRC, are you able to see this movies folder? Yes or no?
Yes.
And within movies, are you able to see Hollywood? Yes or no? So
Yes.
what happens whenever you create a file here, that will, if you want to save a particular file in the Hollywood section, you can get it. So you will say, and the SRC you are getting movies, then Hollywood. Now you want to store in different branch also like Hollywood and Bollywood. So simply do one thing, go here and right click and simply say new package, and this time say, what you will say? Movies. You will say already exist. Yes or no? Telling you already exist.
Yes.
So because movies folder is already there, package is something like a hierarchy of folder. So it is indirectly telling that movies folder is already there. You will say dot Bollywood. It is giving error anytime. Any error this time? No, because he can create. It can create a Bollywood folder under the movies. Yes or no?
Yes.
Just see and go check here. Check here. In the same folder, you will see movies is there, Hollywood is there, and Bollywood is there. So indirectly, package is nothing. Package is actually a hierarchy of folders to keep your files in a logical way. Getting my point? If you want to create more level of hierarchy, you can do. Simply under Bollywood, you can say new package and simply say dot horror. 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 It is done. Let me again say Bollywood package and simply say this is same dot action. Same thing you can do for Hollywood. Yes or no? Dot. Keep saying yes or no so that I will understand that you are not sleeping.
Yes.
Yes.
Horror. So let me write again action. So people say that I'm creating a package and they try to define in very tough words, simple. This is no. Package is nothing. Package is just like a hierarchy of folders to keep your file in a logical way. And I can prove it. Just see here. I've created this folder. You will see at the end, it will create a hierarchy of folders, like in the Pradeep SRC folder, movies is there, then Hollywood is there, then action horror, and same is Hollywood. And are you getting my point? Yes or no? So it is creating a folder of structure, and from the Java perspective, you say you have created folder. Getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So now I'm going to delete the one thing. I'm going to delete these two files, deepak.java. I'm going to delete this file, lord.java. Now I'm going to, whenever you want to create any file, it is recommended you should use some meaningful package. So I'm going to click on, right click on your action package. Let me write Hollywood. Something like action. And we'll say class name. Let me write Tom Cruise. C-R-U-I-S-E. This is the right name, Tom Cruise, and simply click on OK. So we created a file for you. Yes or no? Created a file. This
Yes.
time when you have created a file, it has given you message, discourage, something like that. Yes or no? No.
Yes.
You want to see again? Just see new class. I'm giving a name, student this time. Tell me, at this point I've written the name. It is saying that discouraged. Yes or no? No. It's discouraging. Yes or no?
No.
No, not
No.
discouraging.
Because this time it is not, it is in that case also it is giving you the alert. It is not saying that you cannot proceed, but it is saying that is not the best way to put your code in a folder, in a package, in a default folder. Try to create a specific. Okay, so in this way you can create this. Is it okay? That is okay. And you can see whenever, let me put some different name here. Instead of student, I can say run. So I'm giving this name. Click on finish. Now tell me, you have created one file in Bollywood action run.java, and here you have created Hollywood action tomcruise.java. Now see what is the beauty of Eclipse. Whenever you are creating this file, the respective .class file will be created. Yes or no? Yes or no? So
Yes.
how Java, how Eclipse is going to manage? Whenever I told you, whenever you will try to run, right click on this file. Actually, indirectly, it do not run Java file. It runs respective .class file. Yes or no? I told you this thing. So how it is going to find that file? Because automatically in the folder structure, it is very clever. Whatever structure it is maintaining under SRC to store your Java files, actually same structure is using under the bin, bin. Bin means to store your binary files, .class file. Are you able to see this one? Yes or no? Are you able to
Yes.
see this one? So what is happening when you are running the file from the Java, run as Java application? People usually say, I'm running Java file. No, you are putting the cursor on the Java file, but it is actually running the .class file. Getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So now today onwards, somebody asks you what is package, simply say that. Simple words. Actually, trust me, when you are going to the higher level of companies like Microsoft, Oracle, they don't want to say so many complex things. They simply want to say, "Hota na." Have you seen that movie? What is that? Three Idiots. कहना क्या चाहते? ठीक है. Now come to the point. Don't explain me so much complex thing. Okay, so simply said, packages, sir, package is simply a hierarchy of folders to keep our all type of files, like it can be Java, it can be Excel, in a logical way. This thing. Now he can ask you before it, what is project? What do you mean by project? When I'm creating the project, you have seen that what I have done when I've created a file, new Java project, and simply give any name here, like something Deepak project. What it has done indirectly? Tell me, what is project? People start giving project is this, project is no. You will simply go in here, check. What is project? Is simply like a folder. Yes or no?
Yes.
So
Correct.
again, the answer is that if somebody asks you what is the project, and you can give the answer by your own manual concept also. Why you create a project? Project means all the tasks related to a particular thing, particular client you are going to Tell your team members that this is a project. Suppose to, for example, you are working on Amazon and you are working on a big basket or something like that. You are working for Flipkart also. You will say, I'm working on one project that is Amazon and one project is Flipkart. Yes or no? You said there? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just tell me when you are going to store. Suppose nowadays what is happening, some same thing, same tester is working on multiple projects. So how you are going to manage? Suppose you are working on the manual testing, so you will get some docs for Amazon, you are going to get some docs from the Flipkart also, you are getting so many docs from the Amazon, you are going to get so many docs, RFC documents from the Flipkart. So tell me how you are going to manage it. All the documents related to the Amazon you are going to put under Amazon folder. You will keep that. Yes or no? And for all the Flipkart, you will create a folder Flipkart and you are going to put all the documents there. Yes or no? Yes or no? So
Yes.
simply the thing is that here is also same thing. You can see I am taking the batch. So many batches I'm taking. This is 14 batch. This is 15 batch. This is 16 batch. And maybe at the top or below, there will be 17 batch, currently one. So now tell me how I'm going to manage that this file is related to the 14 batch. This file is related to the 15. Actually, I have created different project for handling different groups. Are you getting my point? Simple. Deepak project is nothing. Whenever you are creating a project means you are choosing a particular folder, you are giving a particular folder in your system, and all the files, all the things which is related to your folders, which is related to your project, you are going to keep under this one folder. Yes or no? Yes or no? So project is Java project is, in simply what you can say, project is nothing. Project is a folder which you will use to store all your files related to your project. And you can see within it how you are going to manage it. It means you are creating a different packages. So project is the main folder and package is the subfolder within that project. This is clear? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So trust me, it is going to help you. So how Eclipse is going to help you? Eclipse is going to help you in such a way that it is managing this thing for you. Right now, the thing is that I've given an example of Java, I have given an example of project, I've given an example of the, you can say, package. Now, first thing, what again we do the wrong thing at the time of learning, we simply, whenever we need to learn any concept, we simply say how we can create a class, new class, and just give any name. We can give any R name also, but that is not the case. Actually, whenever developer create any class, the name of class should be a meaningful thing. They create a class for a purpose, right? For example, if I will say I'm creating a class of student, definitely, surely, intensely, I have given this name. I'm not going any other thing here. I'm not going to click on public static void main. I simply give a name and click on finish. Now tell me, I have created a class. It is saying that you have created a class student, right? So now the first question is that in Java, what do you mean by class? What is the common definition of a class? Tell me, anybody know?
Objects.
Class is a, very good. Class is a collection of object, very common definitions. Now the question is that somebody will say, I will understand the definition. Class, I know, okay, you are defining the class, so class is okay. Class is a collection. I know that collection means it is a group of objects. Now the question is, what do you mean by objects? Actually, people try to learn the class is the first topic of the Java. Actually, that is not the true statement. The first topic of the class should be object, because your definition of class is depend on object. Now anybody can define me what is object. Now just take the example. First of all thing, whenever you are learning the Java, what is the good quality of Java? Java is totally developed on the real world concept, and that's why it is known as OOPS based language. What is the full form of OOPS? Tell me, anybody know? Object oriented programming language. In the Java, they have considered that I will consider each and everything as an object. Now the question is that if you try to relate, they are saying that it is related to the real world. Now the question is that what is object? Because in the definition of class, it is saying class is a collection of object. Now tell me, anybody can define, trust me, in my life, 70, say it is more than 70 to 80% person do not define it properly. They simply that, Pradeep or sir, what you are saying that I simply open a Eclipse, I simply click new class and just give a name, and then I define few variables here and it is a class. No, for your development purpose it is okay, but for your interview purpose, trust me, people say that I've given a good definition of class, object, static variables, but I'm not selected because you have not given the definition which is actually going to reflect that you are understanding the concept, or you're just giving. If you will see here, I've given the name of Tom Cruise as a class. It created the class, yes or no? इसने class create की, yes or no? इसने मुझसे, it has asked me,
Yes.
Eclipse asked me anything that why you are giving the name of Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is not a class. Tom Cruise is something like a word. So the question is that it's your responsibility. Whenever you are creating the class, it should be meaningful. So now tell me, I will continue tomorrow, but before that, let me tell you what is object. Tell me, anybody want to try what is object in this real world? How you are going to relate it? Tell me. Everybody is
Object has some property.
now, yes. So you will say object has some property. I will tell you very, very simple thing and you understand. Trust me, in this world, everything is object. In this world, everything is object. You are object. I am object. Pencil is object. Pen is object. Living thing is object. Non-living, simple word. Everything is in this world is a object. इस वर्ल्ड में क्या है? हर चीज क्या है? Everything is an object. I can give you a good example. Even science says that everything in this world is a object. They don't consider it I am a human being. Trust me, वो हमें human being नहीं मानते. For science, we are just an object. We have some properties of living, something like breathing. That's why they consider it in a group of human beings. Yes or no? I can give the funny example. Anybody have seen the movie? Seen the movie Munna Bhai MBBS? Anybody have seen?
Yes.
भाई किसी
Yes.
चलिए at least आपने good. So in the movie, the whole story of Munna by MBBS was totally based on a patient who was in the wheelchair and he was in the coma. Yes or no? If you remember, in the movie there was a dean of hospital. The role is played by Women Irani. He do not use the term to you can say call that patient. He always use the term subject is not working, object is not working. Yes or no? है ना? If you'll see, he also used the term जब he was trying to tell something to the you can say tell to the Sanjay Dutt that he was feeling some fear at the time of doing some cutting of that you can say that experiment. He was telling for me it's just like a object, it's just like a subject. Have you remembered this thing? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, and the reason is that in this world, actually everything in this world is a object. Now the thing is that if you try to relate that why they have given the definition class is a collection object, so you understand what is object. Now class, what is class? Simply use a term a class. Class is also you use this term in your daily life. Okay, so when somebody say what is class, simply tell class is nothing. It is a group. I will tell you. Tell me, you usually talk about this that I'm your child says that I'm studying in class 7th. I'm studying in class 9th. What do you mean by class 8th and 9th? What is class my 7th and 9th? What do you mean by that? Anybody know? No.
Like group of students.
Yes, actually you have created a logical group of a student that if they are if they lies in this age group, they are you can say reading this type of books, they are reading this syllabus, everything you are defined, then you create a group and you say that it's a group and you give the name of that group. Class is a group and you give the name 7. Class 7 is a group, right? So the group of class 7 is different, class 8 is different. Also we use in another way also. Nowadays people say that I'm from lower class, I'm for middle class, I'm for higher class. What do you mean by class here? Again, you try to segregate the people on the basis of their living. Yes or no? So class is something like that. You are trying to create a group. Yes or no?
Yes.
If your living is very, very low, If you're the property of living, everybody have a property living. If everybody have a living thing very low, it means your properties are very low. You can say you will create a group of lower, then higher, then middle. They have created. So simply now understand, in this world everything is an object. When you try to create a logical group of these objects on the basis of their properties, everything is in this world is an object, only they are differentiated from each other on the basis of their property. Tell me the big one, you can say, I can give the example. Two groups you can create in this whole world, living and non-living. Yes or no? So how you can differentiate? One property is different from one group to another. That is life. That is life. Yes or no? If a group contains, if an object contains a property of living, it will come under the group of living things. If a person, if an object do not contain the property of living, he will go under the non-living. Now again I will tell, human beings are also divided into two things, two groups, male and female. Male and female is also a group. Yes or no? How we can differentiate? The female object contains few properties, that's why we gathered under one group, that is called female. And the same way male have a group, separate group on other level. So how we differentiate? Actually we differentiate on the basis of their properties. These properties indirectly known as characteristics. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So यहाँ पे भी, here also we can create a group. Only I'm saying that I'm creating a class of student. It means I'm trying to create a group of student. I'm trying to say that this class will present a group of student. Now tell me how we can identify that this object from this world can come under this my group. Tell me what is the main property of a student? Yes or no?
Yes.
Every student in this world, if I'm creating a main, you can say broader group, every person in this world which contains a roll number will come under the group of student. I can give another example. Suppose I'm creating a group of I'm creating a group of employee, EMPLOYEE. So now tell me, in case of student, it should contain a property roll number. In case of employee, it will be the roll number. Tell me, it will be the roll number.
Employee ID.
Yeah, you
Employee
guys
number.
are awesome. You guys are awesome. Yes, you can say it is employee number or employee ID. It means you are telling that the people who have employee ID, that will come under the group of employee, and the person who have a property roll number, that will come under the student. Yes or no? So now the thing is that
Yes.
you have created, now you can refine your group. Tell me, I told you first group is living thing, non-living things, one segregation. Second segregation of group, how you can make it unique? Again, the living thing is divided in two parts. What is that? You can divide human and plants. Yes or no?
Yes.
And human is also divided. Human is also divided male and female. Chaliye, I can give you a very interesting example. In your college time, if you have done your high schooling, at the time of high schooling, you use at my time I have done this thing. I don't know whether you have faced this thing. At the time we have a subject like biology. What do you mean by biology? Biology is a subject in which you are going to learn about the tell me.
Living and non-living things.
You are going to learn about the living and non-living. Now, when you go to the 10+2 class, your biology is divided in two parts, zoology and botany. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, why I'm saying that? Sometime I will use the Hindi words. Maybe you understand. The zoology is used to use animal related. Biology or botany is related to the plants. Yes or no? Hindi में क्या बोलते थे? We call it जंतु विज्ञान and वनस्पति विज्ञान. If somebody is from the Hindi background. ठीक है? So it means wherever you are defining the mode property of a group, you are trying to make it very unique. Yes or no? Yes or no? So I can say that if this group have a roll number, one property, it will come. I'm going to make it more unique. I'm saying that whenever I will use a here meaningful name, student roll number, that will more good. Okay. Now second property, can I say every student should have a name. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no? Every student, if he is a student, definitely every student should have a class. Without class, can you say that if there is a person, he is not reading in any standard, can you say that he is a student? If he is a student, definitely he
No.
belongs to a class. Yes or no? Class means I'm telling about the class which you says that standard. Class 7, class 12. Is it okay? Yes or no?
Yes.
If I will try, so actually you are trying to add more property, you are trying to refine your group. Student class, another student age. Yes or no? If the person is a student, definitely student subjects. Yes or no? Actually here you are trying to create more property, you are refining. Same thing, tell me, if sperm employee group is there, how many properties you can define to make it unique? Employee name. Yes or no?
Yes. Designation.
Employee designation. You guys are awesome, you are helping me. Now employee department. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Employee department. What you said? What you said?
I said team.
I said
Team also.
employee team. Exactly, employee team. That is also where you can say related to the department. You can say employee team. Very good. Actually, you are defining employee team, employee department, employee. Important thing you forget, for which you are learning and I'm training you. Employee salary. You are not ready to do the job for without salary. No. So you can see as many property you are defining here. Now tell me, you have segregated few humans which will come under my employee group if they have these property. We can add so many others also. Employee, if there is an employee, there should be definitely a address. Without address, can anybody hire anybody in this world? Tell me. Without, it can be a rent, it can be on owner, but definitely there should be a place of address. Yes or no? है ना? So
Yes.
it will employee address. So now the thing is that employee address is there, and in student also there will be a student address. So are you getting my point? How we define the class? Class is actually, again you will understand, class is a collection of objects having similar properties. So when you have gathering the number of properties, your properties telling that which type of group it will create, and that group you give the name with the help of class. Are you getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
हमने आज सिर्फ ये सीखा, it is I've already been this in English, so I'm just doing it in the, हमने आज ये सिर्फ सीखा कि क्लास होती क्या है. हमें क्लास ऐसा नहीं, डेवलपमेंट में they always try to create class with the meaningful name. हम क्या करते हैं, हमें क्या किया, गॉड मन किया. मैं अपना एग्जांपल ले रहा हूँ आपको सिखाने के लिए. गॉड रन किया, टॉम क्रूज नाम लिख लिया, अंदर फंक्शन स्टार्ट कर दिया. इंटरव्यू के टाइम पे you should not use such names. Reason is that जब डेवलपर बनाते हैं, trust me, their each class represents a table in the database. अगर यहाँ anybody know this, किसी को पता है बात, whenever you develop a folder, whenever you develop a project, your class names is related to your database tables. आपकी database table में अगर एक table है user, in your Java definitely they should create a class user. Are you getting my point? Database is also example of a proper class. Your table presents a group, your class, and what is the records in it? Objects. Yes or no? A user table contains the record of Deepak, the record of Soumya, the record of other student. Are you getting my point? So what is table? Table is a group, table is a class, and within that you are storing the records. That's our number of objects. And what is their fields? Their fields are actually the properties. Yes or no? टेबल की फील्ड क्या होती है? प्रॉपर्टी.
Yes.
तो यहाँ पे भी देखो, जो क्लास बनाई जाती है, हम आप भले लर्निंग पर्पज से कर लेते हैं, लेकिन रियली व्हेन समबडी क्रिएट अ क्लास इन द डेवलपमेंट, इट इज अ यूजफुल थिंग, इट इज अ मीनिंगफुल थिंग. वो हमेशा ये करते हैं. हमें एक व्हाई आई टोल्ड यू दिस थिंग, इसके बिना भी हमारा काम चल जाता है. रीजन इज दैट इन द इंटरव्यू they don't want to take the people who are just start developing the code, even that is from the automation, without knowing the concept. आप उसे यूज करो ना करो, but you should know the concept. तो क्लास हमेशा ऐसे बनाई जाती है. Now you understand why we create a class and give a specific name? Yes or no?
Yes.
आपको एक एग्जांपल और मैं देता हूं, then you understand. Whenever somebody try to learn the selenium, everybody is here to learn the selenium. आपके selenium के क्लास के अंदर I have do one thing. Whenever you are going to make some automation related to the Chrome, तो हमारे Chrome से related चीजें किसमें होनी चाहिए? एक all the functionality, all the properties that are related to a Chrome, that should keep under one class. Yes or no? So that whenever you want to use it, you simply refer Chrome class. Yes or no?
Yes.
That's why you will see, you will go any other project, you will see, in the market, whenever you want to open a browser, something like that, they have created different type of classes for different browsers. So what they are trying to create, actually they are trying to create a, they are trying to create a, they are trying to create a different type of classes, different type of group to gather the different type of functions. So let me open any project. I can open this one, my morning batch. Let me open. Oh, Selenium is not started here. So Selenium Fighter is not started. Let me open this one, old one. I'm going to write this code one. Tell me, CHROME, Chrome. Oh, are you able to see Chrome driver class? Are you able to see this one? Yes or
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Now the thing is that if the community has not created a Chrome driver class, how I am going to identify, how I'm going to search that whenever I'm going to do some activity related to the Chrome, where I will find it. So they created a class. You can see this green symbol is class. It is, they have given a class with the name of Chrome, give you meaningful name, right? And if you want to work on the Internet Explorer, what is the name class for that? Internet. You will see. Are you able to see Internet Explorer? Yes or no?
Yes.
So this is the
Yes.
importance. Now think about that. If somebody, you are creating the useless name, you are just creating a meaningful, meaningless names and just writing your code. What is the mean of that, right? If you are going to sell your class in the sell in the market, do you think anybody will buy it? No. वो कहेगा बड़ा tough है याद करना. आपने class रखी, class का नाम रखा है आपने student, and you are giving the function to add two numbers. Yes or no? If you are providing a function to add two numbers, to subtract two numbers, to multiply two numbers, your class name should be, tell me, calculator. Yes or no?
Yes.
तो यहाँ पे मीनिंगफुल नेम ये होते हैं. देखिए मैंने, if you want to run your code on Firefox, there is a definite class with the meaningful name, और इसके अंदर वो सारे फंक्शन मिलेंगे जो that is going to help you to automate the Firefox. So you understand the concept of class, yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
So yes, tomorrow we will discuss, we will take this session to the further level and we'll tell you that here you have defined the properties. Now you have to store some data. So tomorrow we will learn about the topic that is called data types. What we learn? Data types. Okay, we will do it tomorrow. So anybody have any question? Otherwise, I'm going to bind the session. Tell me.
No, the session is really wonderful. The way you teach, I think nobody else can teach this way.
Yeah, thank you. So we'll do one thing. We will continue tomorrow. Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Good night. We will share the
Thank you.
recording.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Good
Yeah,
night.
Bye.
Pradeep, one more thing. One more thing.
Yeah.
Which version of Eclipse we need to install? Can you please share the URL? It's
Yeah.
Neon, right?
Yeah, you no, not go for UN. I will say that download the Oxygen version. That is good. If you go to the latest version, still you will see few persons are facing the problem. I will suggest you go for Oxygen, any version. Oxygen 3 is best one. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Okay,
So
if
now,
you can give the link in the group, it will be good.
Yeah,
Exact link.
yeah, I will give you. But one thing you have to take care. One thing you have to take care. First of all, you have to download the Java. Then try to install the Eclipse. I will tell you the reason. What happens when you download the Java and install it, and after that you will install the Eclipse. Actually, Eclipse automatically try to find where you have put the Java. But if you download
Correct.
and install the Eclipse first, and then you download the Java, so two problems will be there. When you download the Eclipse, automatically it will install the version which is coming with it. Second thing, if it will not find the Java, it will install the Eclipse, but when you try to run it, it will give you a error. So first of all, Java should be there, then you should install the Eclipse and the Oxygen version. Trust me, automatically when you install the Eclipse, it will take the path of Java which is installed in your machine. Getting my point?
Correct. Correct. It will automatically load the libraries.
Yes,
Yeah.
so that is the way. So you should keep this thing. If you are not doing thing, I will say that don't be in hurry, don't be in hurry, because we have not covered so many things. You do one thing. First of all, install Java in your system, only Java. Tomorrow you can install in front of me. Maybe you can. Until the time I will give you some other things that how you can configure rest of the things. Okay, don't worry about. Don't be. We are going. I'm going very very slow. Don't worry, because I have to create a base for Java. Then when your Java part will be completed, in the Selenium we will try to run, because the in Selenium we have learned the Java. We are only using the Java in Selenium. Getting my point? Okay, so don't be panic. Take your time. I'm not. Trust me. Whatever I've covered today, trust me, I can cover 4 topics in one day. But my way of teaching, trust. Maybe you will think that I'm teaching slow, but that is good for you, not for me. Are you getting my point? Okay, so for the day, I will meet tomorrow. Okay, I have to go for another session. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Take care.
Good night.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
night.